इतिहास को हिंदू और मुस्लिम कालखंड में बांटने की रणनीति अंग्रेजों की थी, ताकि इस आधार पर बांटकर वे राज कर सके। यह रणनीति आज तक जारी है और इसी आधार पर आपके सामने गुलामी की कहानी खड़ी की जाती है, ताकि आप अतीत का बदला लेना अपना कर्तव्य समझने लगे। इसके बाद आबादी का भूत खड़ा किया गया, ताकि आबादी के नाम पर आप नफरत करने लगें कि मुसलमानों की संख्या हिंदुओं से ज्यादा हो जाएगी। फिर धर्मांतरण और लव जिहाद के नाम पर ऐसा भूत खड़ा किया गया ताकि शादी और प्यार करने के निजी फैसलों पर नियंत्रण किया जा सके। बीच बीच में थूक जिहाद की चर्चा टीवी के माध्यम से खड़ी की जाती है, ताकि आप खाने को लेकर नफरत करने लगे। फिर गाय के नाम पर नफरत का सैलाब बहाया जाता है। बात यहीं तक नहीं रुकती है, यूपीएससी जिहाद नाम से चर्चा खड़ी की जाती है और इससे भी आगे जाकर कोरोना जिहाद का भूत खड़ा किया जाता है, ताकि आप किसी न किसी बहाने मुसलमान से नफरत करते रहे। खाने से लेकर पहनने तक की हर चीज पर इसी तरह के जिहाद वाली सोच से हमला किया जाता है।
How much hate has entered our society today? You might just need to look around yourself to find the personification of the same, not necessarily a visibly radical person, but also a college-going student who can carry this venom. As this new year dawned upon us, so did the news which sent chills down many spines. An app named BullyBuy, etymologically, is a derogatory slang used against Muslim women to auction exclusively Muslim women came into picture. The application was launched on the 1st of January 2022 on a platform called GitHub. It contained pictures of women activists, journalists, famous personalities in an improperly morphed manner. Besides, it also carried derogatory content with it. The app was also being promoted by a Twitter account called @BullyBuy. The pictures in this app included the pictures of the popular actress Shabana Azmi, the popular journalist Rana Ayyub, and several such Muslim women, which also included the wife of a sitting Delhi High Court judge and the mother of the missing student from Delhi, Najib. As an individual opens the app, a photo of a Muslim woman would show up as BullyBuy. BullyBuy app is not the first of its kind. In July 2021, a similar auctioning application was hosted by GitHub, which carried similarly morphed pictures of Muslim women in a lewd manner and a tagline that said, "Your Sulli deal for the day."
The app called Sulli Deals, which had Twitter accounts of at least 80 women with their pictures and usernames. Sulli is basically a derogatory term used for Muslim women. To my shock, my name was also there. That app had our pictures and names, and the motto of the app said, I'll quote, "community driven open source project." So basically we were being auctioned without our knowledge. You see that you are being auctioned online by the people who are part of such huge power structure that is supporting them, and you feel absolutely powerless, and it takes a huge mental toll on you. You have sleepless nights because you know law will never protect you.
Back in July 2021, when the Sulli app was making rounds of talks, an FIR was launched against it by Uttar Pradesh and Delhi police, although it was not followed by any sort of concrete action thereafter. Shiv Sena MP Priyanka Chaturvedi brought this matter to the notice of Mumbai police and Union IT Minister Ashwini Vaishnav. The minister later confirmed via Twitter that the government of India was working with the police organizations of Mumbai and Delhi in this matter. But who is behind all of this? Mumbai police initially arrested an 18-year-old Shweta Singh, suspected to be mastermind behind this entire fiasco. Singh would use a Twitter handle by the name JatKhalsa07 for uploading objectionable content in the form of photos, comments, and hate posts. According to a report by India Today, she was associated with the people following the same ideology, and the teenager was thus driven by it. It was also considered that she lost her parents, both her parents, due to COVID, and thus she did this for money. Interestingly, through the course of the investigation, it was revealed that it was not her who planned all of this. She was just working on the instruction of a friend from Nepal.
18 साल की मेरी बहन है, वो निर्दोष है, उनको गलत अरेस्ट किया गया है फेक चार्जेस के उसमें। जिस बंदे ने किया है, हम आइडेंटिटी रिवील नहीं करेंगे। उन्होंने जो ट्वीट किया है वो एक्सेप्ट करते हैं कि ये बुल्ली बाई ऐप उन्होंने बनाया है और पूरा बयान दिया है कि वो जो 21 साल का इंजीनियर है और 18 साल की मेरी बहन है वो निर्दोष हैं।
Ismat Ara, the journalist working for The Wire, filed a complaint against the app in Delhi Cybercrime Station. After registering the FIR, the Twitter accounts related to the same were suspended. Even GitHub, the platform which was hosting these apps, took them down. Thereafter, Delhi police, along with Indian Computer Emergency Response Team, conducted raw data analysis, and the results showed that the creator of the app and the potential mastermind behind this saga was from Assam. A team led by Assistant Commissioner of Police Raman Lamba successfully nabbed the individual down. His name is Neeraj Bishnoi, a 21-year-old second-year BTech student studying at the Vellore Institute of Technology, Bhopal. After having secured 82% in the 10th board, Neeraj received a laptop from the government and he would spend hours on the same, stated his father, Dashrath Bishnoi. In the interrogation, Neeraj agreed to have created the application on GitHub and the associated Twitter accounts as well. It was also found that since the time the investigation first began, he was constantly monitoring his social media. He used a Twitter handle at GIYU44 and tweeted, "You have arrested the wrong person, Mumbai police," in what seemed to be an open challenge to the authorities. It was found that Neeraj had tried to show his identity from Nepal. Neeraj has been suspended from his college, whereas his father still feels that he is innocent. An Instagram post by India Today showed a sneak peek into Neeraj's Quora profile. Therein, it can be found that the boy has been into religion, philosophy since a rather young age. His content, or the stuff he has written on Quora, demonstrate his Hindu superiority ideology with technological expertise and a fine balance of misogyny. His Quora profile revealed his hatred for Islam and Muslims. Bishnoi's parents also informed that he was socially cut off and lived in his own world. Ladies and gentlemen, this is an app particularly attacking Muslim women. Tomorrow, it can be anyone else. So it's important to protect our children from these kind of people and these kind of ideas and these kind of philosophies. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you like the content, press the subscribe button. Share this video with others so that they understand what this whole problem and fiasco vis-a-vis bully buy or sully deals is about. Thank you so much for watching.